Pretty busy day today. Wrestling practice in the morning, went down to Don's Custom Meats, did pick up Isaac's hide and antlers. So now, this is going to be my telling you, viewer discretion is advised on what you're getting ready to see. We went over to Bob's Taxidermy, and Isaac and Caleb over there got to see firsthand of what it takes to get a deer skin out and get started. So that's what you're going to see now. If you don't want to see it, stop watching right now, because that's what we're getting ready to do. So stay tuned, and you're getting ready to see some pretty cool stuff, and you might even learn something just like we did today. Y'all have a good one, and I hope. Good morning, Outdoor Office family. Isaac's here. He's got his buck on the floor right there. We're here at Bob's Taxidermy, just a small shop, but I've known Bob for probably 10 years now. He mounted my big 11 for me. That's how I found him. And he's mounted my hog for me. None of the big fish yet, but these are what we're after right here. Bob's a great guy, but what are you gonna learn today, bud?
Learn how to skin a deer, how to, whatever that thing is.
You're going to dry preserve your tail,
Yeah.
right? All right. Yeah, Mr. Bob's going to show them how to do all this stuff. So, and we're going to show you guys how he does it. But good taxidermists are hard to find, and when you find one, you need to stick with them, and that's what I've done. I know it's been 8 years since I've been able to bring him something, but that's the way hunting goes. It's called hunting, not killing. But stick here with us, and we're going to show y'all some cool stuff here. All right, we're back here, and Bob here is telling Isaac he's got a deer with a mane right here. What's this?
See how it pops back up?
It won't
It
fold
stay
down.
down. It's a mane. That'll be on your mount when you get it back.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Right, Isaac?
He says it's rare.
Yep. I've got one other one in this year. Usually a couple a year. They're rare.
That is pretty neat. All right, so what are we going to do now, Bob?
Well, first thing you got to do is, you seen when you come in, I pulled on the hair, make sure your hair is not slipping. You don't want your hair to slip or you're going to have a bad mount.
All right.
The next thing I'm going to do, we're going to measure the eye to nose. Very important measurement. So you put the tape at the corner of the eye and go to the nose, and he's got about a 6 3/4, 7 inch eye to nose.
Okay.
And I have to write that down.
So he'll write it down, because you'll have the foam mount that will do the same measurement from here to here. So this step is what?
Skinny. You got to get around the antlers. I do a V cut. A lot of guys do a cut like this. Right. And I don't like that cut, because I think it's harder to mount the deer like that. It doesn't fit on the form for me. You know, and they get to see the teeth. Did you know they didn't have top teeth? You didn't know that?
No, they do. I've looked in his mouth.
Yeah.
Really? Where's his top teeth?
What? Hold up.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, you just got educated, didn't you, buddy?
You got bird.
Wow.
You got
Hey, I just learned that too.
How do they
You
know?
didn't know they didn't have top teeth?
I did not know that.
How do they chew the corn?
There was a guy come in here one time, he says, "This deer's really old." I goes, "Why you say?" He goes, "I ain't got top teeth." I goes, "Deer don't have top teeth." He goes, "Seriously?" I said, "Yeah, they don't have top teeth."
Wow.
I'll tell you, we're gonna have to move that.
So you're basically just fleshing it out right now,
No,
essentially?
dang it, I'm just skinning it. Can you believe that?
All right.
Phone?
I killed a nice buck too.
All right.
He did kill a nice buck.
What we got here is he's skinning it all back. And this is the esophagus part of the deer. This is going to be an educational YouTube video.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm good.
So you just take it down, take it all the way down towards the face, right?
Yep.
What is that?
It's his ear. That's where the ear connects, see? That's
See?
where the ear connects
Look.
to his brain.
Right there.
So, yeah. Pretty neat, huh?
What do you think about this stuff, guys?
Cool.
We're learning.
I don't even know what this
You know?
You got that right.
But in my opinion, that's got pretty good sized teeth, which means it ain't been ground down yet.
Right.
But if you look at the actual meat, this is what I have to measure, is the meat for the mannequin.
Okay.
My guess is, and I don't want to hurt the little guy's feelings, but my guess is this is no bigger than a doe neck.
Okay.
That's just how it is.
That's fine.
So, but he's got a little bit bigger head. I don't think it's a very old deer. I'm going to probably guess a year
Oh, okay.
to
Wow.
a year and a half, maybe a year and a half.
He was a big body for a year and a
Yeah.
half. Wow. That's
And that-
pretty.
You know, think about Ohio deer. They got a lot of food.
Yeah.
They
That's true.
grow tremendously big. Yeah, so.
He was heavy dragging out, I can tell you that.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
it's 'cause-
about had to pull the car all the way down to hoop him up and bring him all the way back in the
did.
car. But we had to drag him up.
So we're getting him all skinned out here.
Them little bumps up there that you see are sweat glands or scent glands. So, when this thing actually gets mounted, them things kind of almost disappear because all the meat inside this nose is gone. And it goes up against that mannequin, so them kind of disappear. So every one of them little bumps that you see there, I rebuild every one of them by hand. Every one of them I put back on there for
Exactly
you.
how it is.
Oh, yep, I follow it, and I try to get it. Sometimes I can't get it identical to that,
But
but you're
pretty
never
close.
going to know it. Yep. And if you see inside that deer's nose, even though it's dead, if it was alive, it would be more pink inside there.
Mm-hmm.
There's pink in there. Same thing. Look at your tear duct. A little bit of pink in your tear duct. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And even inside the ear, there's a little bit of pink, but this is dead, so there's not as much there. So when I paint it like your dad showed you over there, if you look at the nostrils, I painted inside the nostrils and the tear ducts, I put all that stuff in there. And I think when your dad was here, I don't know if I did that with his deer. Because he's been here.
Well, there it is. Look, no top teeth, right there. Plain as day. Wow, I just learned something new. Amazing.
You're chewing the woods. It's pretty amazing.
So what are we doing now, Bob?
I got to measure the neck,
Okay.
and I always do. It's in my thing. It's called the C measurement.
Okay.
So the C measurement's up here, and you got an A measurement and a B measurement. I very rarely go by that unless it's got a blowout, like that buck that guy had a little bit, not too much. Because
Right.
remember, I made the comment how it was.
Right.
Yeah. So we take the tape, go right where the ears were, behind the ears.
We're just doing a circumference measurement.
Yep.
Got about 12 and a half inches.
12 and a half. So, and look, right here, no top teeth. So they pick it up with their bottom teeth, move it to the
See,
back.
it's
and
even.
show 'em.
It's even. There's.
All right, what are we doing here?
We're gonna preserve these horns for him. Okay. See that powder?
Yeah.
Get your hands in there. It ain't gonna hurt you. Spread it all over. There you go. Get up underneath of it.
Turn it upside down, get some underneath.
No, actually, the best way to get it underneath, watch. So you don't have to do that. Look.
Just stuff
You
it
go
up
all
under.
around it. Just keep doing that for a few minutes, a few seconds, and then you got it, and you can, with a rag over, you can get your hands.
What do you think about that, bud? Preserving your antlers. Good job. All right, so Isaac wanted his tail also. So what are we doing here, Bob?
Skinning the tail out.
Okay.
And it's got to do it a little at a time because you don't want to.
Is this
See,
a
it
white
goes all the way
tail
down.
deer?
Yep.
Okay. That was a dumb question, probably.
Well, it's got a little bit of blood on it, bud. So usually that's snow white. You're just taking it all the way down then.
Probably.
We're two. Now we're taking. And the boys just learned that their tail has a bone in it.
No. Why wouldn't it have a bone in it? Why?
I'm giving Bob a hard time here.
Why wouldn't it have a bone in it?
Yeah.
Watch this. Look at that.
All right, Isaac.
See that?
Now, Larry, I just only split it down to that point.
Right.
Do you want it split more? I was
mean,
afraid of tearing up the tail. I didn't
You-
want to tear up his tail.
You go as far as you think we need to, then we'll stop from there. And then I'll pin it down to a board today when we get home.
Well, you want to leave it in that stuff for a little bit.
All right.
And I'll split a little bit more. I don't want to ruin his tail for him. See? I'm done.
All right.
Okay, let's take this off of here.
What is that?
A little fat.
You know how I got my pheasant hide hung up, stretched out?
Who done your pheasants?
I did. I done that myself. No, I didn't mount the birds.
Who did the birds?
I tanned the hide that they gave me. All right. What's the next step?
It stinks.
Yeah. Wonder why. Rub it in there good. Just keep putting it on there and rub it in there good. Now I'm gonna get you a bag and we're just gonna take a handful of this so it's in there for a day or two, okay? Before your dad tries to dry it. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, rub it in there, bud. So what are you doing here with your tail again?
I don't know what it's called.
You're preserving it. Rub it in there real good. Open it up a little bit, all around. There you go. Get it all in the corners, down in the bottom, everywhere. Hey, teach kids how to do this kind of stuff. Taxidermy is a true artwork, and there's nothing wrong in learning how to do new stuff.
Man, that thing is really sticking up there good. The tip. Then there's a piece of cartilage in there. I'll take that cartilage out and I'll put, see them plastic airliners over there?
Yeah.
I'll put them airliners in it.
So it makes it stick
Yep.
up.
And with your deer, I'll let you choose how you want it, but what I would do is do the ears back on your deer when it's mounted, because it's gonna show your horns off better. The ears forward, if you truly watch a deer in the woods,
What are you doing here now, Bob?
I'm just tucking the face into the hide,
Right?
and then I'm gonna roll it and put it in the freezer and tag his deer and
Okay.
the measurements and stuff. And this way, that head, it won't get freezer burnt.
Oh, okay.
I don't want it to get freezer burnt.
That's cool.
You don't want anything to get freezer burnt, but
What do you think so far, guys? Isaac, is this something you could do day in and day out? Bringing animals
Day
back
in
to
and
life?
day out.
Huh?
Not day in and day out, but
Or
Day
mount a deer, then go fishing, then
Yeah.
come and mount another one, go fishing again, or
whatever.
go hunting and then mount one, right?
Yeah.
So what's in that bag?
My hide and the head, or the skin head.
And that's going where?
The freezer.
All right. What do you think, Caleb?
Cool.
Just waiting for my buck.
It'll soon happen. But
It might be come back in the Christmas,
yes.
but it actually wasn't.
Bob doesn't know it yet, but he's going to mount some muskies for us one day.
Birds, geese,
And some largemouth and smallmouth,
my dad said
maybe some pike,
geese and stuff.
some stripers, some. Oh, look at that chunk of roonies. That's probably about as big as Zane's right there, boys.
No, it's bigger. Way bigger.
Zane's is way bigger.
that's almost 5 pounds.
Holy cheese.
Nice
My little
walleye.
girls, them two up there, my little girls caught when they was 4 years old, and they're 30-some years old now, so that's how I up in the middle one my wife caught.
Look at that. Look at that. That's good stuff.
Isaac.
All the horns that have to be mounted. There's a big one right there. Holy smokes.
Fine room.
All right.